We're about to get so warm.
This is warm up C.
Okay.
We're gonna get started with jumping jacks, Jen.
All right.
So move to that space. I would like you to touch your hands over your head, so no half jacks. Let's touch the arms over the head. When your arms come up, feet go out.
I feel like you know that if you don't specify that.
Right.
Okay.
Wonderful. The next one that we're going to do is front jack. So just put pick a foot, one foot in front of the other. Perfect.
Okay.
Your hands are going to come out in front like this. They're going to slap. And then you're going to switch feet as you go. So every time you do it, you just switch your feet. Great. Crossover jacks with back slaps. So what you're going to do, you're going to start with your feet out and you're going to start with your arms out. When you cross one foot in front of the other, doesn't matter which one, and you'll slap your back at the same time. So when you cross your arms and your feet over, you'll just switch which arm is on top and which foot is in front every time you go out, all right? So a demo here, cross feet, slap your back. I'm switching which arm's on top every time, switching which foot is on front every time. Great. Next exercise is squat. Okay, all right, so get your feet a little wider than shoulder width apart. Your toes ideally would want to be forward, but if you need to move them out for flexibility's sake, you can do that at a 45-degree angle. Keep your weight mid-foot. As you're going down, make sure your knees are tracking with your toes.
So you said if I have to point my toes out no farther than, did you say 45?
I like to say 45-degree angle. It's going to be a little different for everybody, but I would say no farther than 45, yes.
And ideally, closer ahead.
Yes. Great. Ankle alphabet is the next exercise. So you'll just step up to the line, soft knees. You never want to stand with your knees locked out. So have soft knees, one foot in front of the other. Doesn't matter which foot you start with. We're going to do A through D on both legs today for demo purposes. Make sure you do capital letters that are about 6 inches high.
I started without you. I'll go again now. I also apparently don't know how to spell.
If you don't know how to spell, think ahead of time.
And so my opposite
Your
leg.
opposite knee is soft. You never want to lock out that opposite knee.
This is the hardest thing I've ever done.
Fabulous.
Yep.
Backward lunge to Groiner is the next exercise. You're going to step back with your right leg. If your right leg is stepping back, you put your right hand down and you drop your left elbow to the inside of the left foot, which will remain forward.
That sounds complicated. You do it first.
Okay. So I'm going to take a step back. My right leg goes back. My right hand goes down. I drop the left elbow to the inside of that foot. You can have your knee flare out just a hair, just to get a little bit of hip mobility in there. Then you'll step back up and switch legs.
Okay.
Drop back, elbow to your instep, step back up. Perfect.
And we happen to be not super flexible. Like most people end up putting their entire forearm on the ground. So it's really an elbow toward the ground situation for some of us.
Also, she's maintaining a good back position. She's not rounding her shoulders. Nice flat back position.
Thank you.
The next exercise is a high knee pull to forward lunge. So you're just gonna pull your knee straight up to your chest and then step forward. We're gonna do a running arm action with this movement. So if my right leg steps forward, my left arm would be forward in this position. Just step back, high knee pull on the opposite leg, step forward. Since my left leg is forward, my right arm is forward. If you notice when I did that, I lost my balance a little bit, so I actually tapped my foot to the ground and then did the exercise, but you can just knee pull into front lunge if you have better balance than I do.
Like me.
Like me.
Maybe.
Make sure when you do that forward lunge that you're maintaining a good tracking position. The knee should track with the toe. Jen's doing a great job of being full-footed on the ground. So one common mistake is rolling to the ball of that foot that's stepping forward. You want to be mid-foot in that lunge position.
And I want to pull the knee to my chest, not the chest to the knee, right?
Yes. You want to stay upright in that knee pull to your chest. She's also doing a great job of the balance, unlike myself.
That's right.
Cradle to side lunge is the next exercise. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna grab at the knee and at the ankle and pull straight up, and then you're gonna go into a side lunge position. I want the toes forward before you push back up. And then you can alternate sides.
Okay.
Excellent.
Alternate sides?
Alternate sides. Notice that Jen's doing a great job of sitting deep into that lateral lunge. She's not rushing the movement. Her toes are forward. Her knee on the lunge, bent knee side, is tracking with that toe. Everything is forward. She's staying upright in that cradle position before she goes into the lateral lunge. Hands in front is ideal, just so you don't feel tempted to put your hands on your legs.
So you like me to pull my knee higher than my ankle, right?
Correct. And the reason that you want to do it that way is so you're not twisting at the knee.
Got it.
Also, it's great that you're putting your hands out in front, so you're not feeling that temptation to do a push off of the knee with the hands. So not
you mean
that.
like that?
Correct.
That's
yes,
what you don't want. No
that.
push-offs. Okay.
Yes.
Got it.
We're now gonna do down dog to up dog. So she'll start in a push-up position, and then she's gonna push her hips up in the air, create a little TP-like position here, and then as her heels are up a little bit. If you have the flexibility to put them down, great. If not, that's okay. Chest is up, her hips are up off the ground, then she's just gonna push back. She gives it a little, you wanna give it a pause, 2 seconds, 3 seconds before you move into that next motion. She's pushing her head through her arms. Great shoulder mobility. Hips up in the air. Chest up. Wonderful.
And so unlike the yoga up dog, I'm not flipping my feet, right?
No, just
keep
on your
them
toes.
toes under.
Scap push-up to push-up. Get in a push-up position. You're gonna press away like you're touching my hand. Then you're gonna drop your chest through like you're pushing your shoulder blades together. That's one, and then go down. That's a full rep right there. So scap push-up, press away. That's your scap. Then you do a full push-up, press away, one more. When she goes up, she comes down in the full push-up. You can notice that her elbows are tucked tight to her sides. That's what we're looking for. They might be at a 45-degree angle. Really, this is the last one. You want to keep those elbows in as close as you can. They may be at a 45-degree angle. If you need to modify the exercise, just get a raised surface. Any bench or a chair would be fine, and you can still do the same scap push-up to push-up from that position. Our last two exercises, you notice that Jen is holding a band. You can also use a PVC. So we're gonna start with a band pass-through position. To get your grip on this, it really depends on your shoulder mobility. So you're gonna start spread as far as you can, and you can move them in as you get better at this exercise. She's gonna start pushing the band up and away from her head and her ponytail. Reaching up and around. The band or PVC will touch her lower back, so she's getting that full range. It is important to think about pushing that band away from you as it's moving.
It's also very motivating not to mess up your hair.
When you're doing this movement, you want to make sure that you have soft knees again. Anytime you're standing, let's just think about soft knees, core tight, chest up, neutral position.
I think I only hit my ponytail once.
Okay, you can stop right there. The last exercise, we're going to do same sort of position, but now we're gonna call this around the world. So she's essentially making circles with her arms. So same grip, stretch the band just a little bit, and then she's coming around sideways and making a circle. So she'll go around, she'll come back, trying to make a circle the same direction. Wonderful, stop right there, and let's try to go the other direction then. So now, that's the same direction.
No.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
So come to your right. Wonderful.
Yep.
Yes.
Like-
But still maintaining the upright posture and pushing that band away from your head, away from your ponytail as it's coming around.
And my shoulders are about to burn off. Like, I usually do this with the PVC at home. This is tougher.
Damn.